Kiersten's jaw dropped. No one yelled at Mr. Harrington. Hell, no one even questioned him. "If you can't fulfill your job obligations..." Marie flung her hands up. "Don't bother firing me! I quit!" She tossed a ring of keys and a phone onto his desk and marched out, pausing only long enough to grab her coat and purse from her own desk. Oh, my God! That felt good. She glanced at Kiersten and snorted, "Good luck!" And then she breezed out, with a spring in her step and a smile on her face. Kiersten stood rooted to the spot. She risked a glance back at Mr. Harrington, who was slipping into his suit jacket and coming her way. "Oh, shit," she whispered under her breath. He finally pinned his gaze on her, looking her up and down, and she prayed he hadn't heard her. Those eyes of his were startling. She'd never gotten a close enough look to really see the color, and the steel gray with a darker ring of almost black surrounding them was unexpectedly mesmerizing. He took his coat and coffee from her. "Who are you?" "Kiersten, sir." Her voice was barely audible, and she cleared her throat. "Your second assistant." "Well, Kiersten, you've just been promoted. Let's hope you last longer than the last 3. She opened her mouth to correct him on her name, but before she could, he was already firing orders at her as he went back to his desk and started packing up his briefcase. "I have a meeting in 20 minutes with my project manager, and after that I should have dinner reservations at..." He frowned, and Kiersten piped up. "Le Bernardin, sir. Your reservation is for 8 o'clock. "Thank you. Confirm that, and clear my schedule for the rest of the evening." At least her first task was an easy one. "I confirmed it this afternoon, Mr. Harrington. You're all set." Working with Marie had been great training. She'd pretty much been running Mr. Harrington's life anyway. Only now she had to deal with Harrington himself. The prospect sent jolts of terror and excitement zinging through her. She could finally show what she was made of and get credit for the work she was already doing, not to mention a nice raise. Her bank account would be happy to see that. The $43 currently sitting in there would love the company, and if she had to spend her days glued to the side of her asshat of a boss, well, at least he was easy to look at. "Wonderful," he said, turning those piercing eyes of his back on her. He stared long enough that she dropped her gaze, looking down to see if she'd spilled something on her blouse or had forgotten a button or something. Nope, nothing wrong. She met his gaze again, and this time she didn't look away. Yes, the man practically made her shake in her knockoff Louboutins, but there was no reason he needed to know that. His lips twitched with a hint of amusement. "Call me Cole." Kiersten blinked at him. Marie had never called him by his first name. No one did. "Mr. Harrington makes me feel old. I don't look old yet, do I?" he asked in that charming bedroom voice of his that she could swear would melt M&Ms while they were still in the bag. Her eyes flicked over him, making his lips twitch further. "No, sir." "No sirs, just Cole." "Yes, sir." Damn, she couldn't stop. He made a sound that might have been a snort, and then turned back to his desk to grab his briefcase. "Here," he said, handing her the phone Marie had left. "Keep it with you at all times. I keep weird hours. Consider yourself on call. All the contacts you'll need should be in there." He paused for a moment, his brow furrowing. "Get a hold of HR. Tell them to send over the paperwork for your new position, and we'll make everything official. I'm assuming you know where Marie kept my calendar and all the other information you'll need." Kiersten nodded, but he wasn't really paying attention to her as he rattled off more instructions. "Make sure you're up to date on all my pending contracts and current projects. We've got deadlines to meet, and I have no intention of missing anything because of this ridiculous upset. If you need help with passwords or anything to get into the computers, get IT up here to..."